Hi, this is Stan Phelps from marketinglagniappe.com, and welcome to episode 13 of the Purple Goldfish video podcast. Today Jack and I are going to talk about, does it have to be paid or can it be free? We're going to go out to Chicago and we're going to catch up with Kelly Ketelboeter of The Experience Factor, talk about what she does and a couple of her purple goldfish. Today's podcast is brought to you by Synergy Events, an award-winning experiential marketing agency. Thanks and enjoy the podcast.
Welcome to another Purple Goldfish. This is Stan Phelps. I'm Jack Campese.
How you doing?
Today we're going to talk about two magic words.
Cigars?
Awesome shirt.
Awesome shirt. Cigars today.
Yeah, we went with the stogie shirt today, even though I really don't know how to play poker. This is a good poker shirt.
I sense a theme, maybe.
Good Scotch night shirt. Just, you know. Anyway, my little lagniappe to y'all. Another beautiful shirt by me. But those aren't the actual two words I want to talk about tonight. Tonight I want to talk about paid and free.
Two four-letter words.
Four-letter words, and one of them does start with an F. And it's the great F word, free.
Free. So
the big issue here that I've been thinking about is, we talk about food is such an easy example for this. There's so many of them. So DoubleTree's giving a cookie out. Five Guys is giving peanuts out. That's a material thing that costs somebody money to buy.
Sure,
so,
it costs the company money to give that little extra away.
So if I'm a business owner or manager watching this podcast right now, I'm saying to myself, okay, well I can go next door to the homemade chocolate store, get nice candies, and give one to each one of my customers. Right? But at the end of the month, I'm going to rack up a big chocolate bill. So that costs money. It's a great thing. And then there's the idea of service or free. So
right.
You tell me.
Sure. We've Jack, we've had a number of great examples that have been submitted to the project where it didn't cost the company any money. And a lot of times it's that little bit of extra service that you can provide, that you throw in, that other than sweat equity maybe, that there's no charge whatsoever. So a couple of the examples, one was Les Schwab Tires out in Portland, Oregon, out in the Pacific Northwest. And when you pull in, the attendants actually run out to the car. I think we've talked about this before, but it's genius. They run out to the car, and think about it, that's just such a nice thing from a service point of view. We've all been in places where you walk into an establishment and like no one wants to make eye contact with you.
If you ran out to my car in the Bronx, I would lock the doors and gun it.
You'd gun it.
But no, that's a great one.
And then there was the example of Four Seasons, and at the Four Seasons when you check in, before they hand you their key, they actually walk around the desk and hand you your key for your room. And to me, again, these are just little things that say, hey, I care, you're a customer, you're important. This is a little gesture, this little extra that I'm throwing in.
That's a good one. I wonder if that takes people off guard when somebody comes around. Like, well, what are you doing?
Right, right. Probably the first time, we talk about the idea of surprise and delight, right? Probably the first time that happened, you're like, hey, well, what did I do wrong?
Then the next time when you bring a friend, you're like, wait till you see this.
Wait till you see this, right, exactly. And it's like you're in on something. There was another great example. We had a segment on the podcast, I think, 2 weeks ago from Christina Evie. And Christina talked about, she relayed a story of a nail salon. And I need to figure out the name of this nail salon. But
go back and watch the 2 podcasts ago.
Unfortunately, it wasn't in the podcast, but the what they do, I guess I've never had this done in a nail salon, but I guess it's customary for them to maybe grab your keys for you or help you with your coat on. This nail salon actually took it the step further, and the little extra that they did is they actually would walk you out to your car, open your car door for you, literally buckle you in, start your car. I don't think they put it in drive, but isn't it just so you didn't have to potentially mess up your nails and whatnot? So I think that's just a tremendous example.
Now, on the flip side of that, my friends here in Connecticut have Butler's Dry Cleaning. They're in Orange and they're in Darien. They have a paid one, and you know, I almost don't want to give this away because it is a surprise, but
I'm looking forward to hearing this.
If it's your wedding or a funeral, they don't charge you for cleaning your suit. Now, they're such a neighborhood place, they know their people.
Right.
So they get a relationship with these people and they know. And it's a nice little thing. Now, that costs them a little bit of money.
Sure.
But that's a gesture
that goes a long way.
That goes a long way.
Yeah.
So that's, going out and buckling your car, that's nice. Hey, it's your wedding day. This one's on us. Those are kind of two.
That's great. Similar. I mentioned Les Schwab out in Portland. There's also a place called Plaza Cleaners. And think about this during the recession. They had a big sign up that said, if you're out of work and you have an interview and you want to get your suit cleaned, free.
That's a great one.
It's great. Yeah, tremendous.
I got to tell butlers about that. Excellent. All right. Well, I think that, my friends, is another Purple Goldfish podcast. So
we're going to ask for examples.
Please, a Purple Goldfish out there. And it doesn't have to just be a mom and pop store. It could be your insurance company. It could be a rental car place. It could be your bank. Any business has Lagniappe. So send us. We want to put them on the website.
marketinglagniappe.com. Send us your Purple Goldfish. Thanks.
And check us out on iTunes. Have a good one.
My name's Ketelboeter, and I work with the Experience Factor. Our whole role is creating employee engagement, getting our employees engaged so that they can engage our customers. Once your customers are engaged, it creates a win-win situation. So your employees are engaged in your mission, your vision, what you're all about. That's going to engage the customers and the customer experience.
Gotcha.
Which is why I'm drawn to the Purple Goldfish project. Because it's such a unique way and a great way to get employees engaged and involved in thinking about how to take service to that next level. And when they can do that, you're going to create raving fans and your customers are going to come back to you as a result. Our Purple Goldfish at the Experience Factor is we send a tin of cookies, Cheryl and Company cookies, individually wrapped cookies that are to die for. These sugar cookies with frosting, taste just like cake, melt in your mouth. And so we send those to every client, thanking them for the opportunity to work with them and to be a part of their team for a brief time and help their employees and help their managers. Again, create the best possible experiences for everyone involved.
Right.
One that always stands out for me though is my dry cleaner. And the dry cleaner is a drive-through, which anything with the drive-through automatically is something I want to go to. So they have a drive-through, and when you go through the drive-through, and even when you don't, and I have my dog with me, they always give me a dog biscuit for my dog. And they know my car, so they always bring out my laundry without me having to wait for them, give them a ticket, they have to go find it. So they know who I am, they know I have a dog, and they always give my dog a special treat. And every time we would drive, even in the vicinity of the dry cleaner, my dog would go crazy thinking he was going to get a treat. And even when the dog wasn't with me, they would still give me a dog treat.
Wow, that's cool.